Fixer family, it's Charmin, and on today's video I'm going to show you how to make a simple frame for a printable out of scrap wood. Now this printable is from my friends at Mapiful, and I will share more about them in just a moment. Welcome to Fixin' 2. So today, guys, not only am I going to show you how I create this frame for this printable, but I'm also going to give my husband's office a little spruce up. Now, my husband is so supportive and does so much for me that I wanted to do a little something for him. Now, it definitely doesn't compare, but I did want to just kind of spruce up his office a little bit. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning in there, and I'm going to do a little decorating just to give it a little bit of a spruce up. So let's go ahead and get started by sharing with you this printable that I got from my friends at Mapiful. Now guys, I am so excited about this. I haven't opened it yet, and I'm going to open it up and take a look at what I got and share a little bit about that. All right, so let's go ahead and open up this awesome package. As you guys see, it's a little triangle package. So I'm going to open this up, and oh, here it is. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Oh wow, I am I'm in love with it. I know that it's super simple, black and white, but guys, if you guys are so interested in this, I highly recommend you go to mapiful.com, and you can look, guys, you can get the street maps like what I got here. You can get a star map of a specific date. You can also get zodiac if you want that. They also have, it's called text art prints. And guys, these here are just absolutely amazing. And of course, this is special to me and my husband because this is the city that we met in, and it has the actual longitude and latitude of exactly where it was that we met, and that was 32 years ago, and I just love it. And so I'm going to create a frame for this and put this in my husband's office. And guys, go check out mapiful.com. I think you will be pleasantly surprised at what you can get from them. And I can't wait to see what this looks like framed and up on the wall. So let's get to it. Now I'm going to be using some scrap wood that we had left over from when we did our kitchen renovation. This is kind of a very thin MDF type board, and they are about 3 inches wide. And I'm just using, of course, the print here to figure out exactly the lengths I need everything. So I'm taking the 2 longer pieces and putting on the side, and then I'm just going to lay the top piece on where I want it and putting a mark under the bottom. And then I'm going to get my little miter box that you can get from Amazon, and I'll make sure that I link it down below for you. But if you guys didn't know this, and I didn't until just recently, that the miter box has a little lip on the bottom, and that you can put on your work surface, and it will help keep it into place. I thought that was a pretty neat tip. And I'm just going to basically score these pieces of MDF, and then you can just pop them apart. And then once you get those cut where you need them, then just take a piece of sandpaper and smooth out all of your edges on all 4 pieces. Once you get that done, then of course we're going to paint these. Now I'm going to be using apple barrel paint in the color nutmeg, and then of course some black chalk paint that I got from the Dollar Tree. And we're going to take, of course, and put a good coat of the nutmeg brown first, and then let those dry. And typically, as you do these, you can, once you paint them and you get to the last one, the first one's dry and you can move to the next step. So we're going to give these a good just one coat on all the edges and on the top. And then once we get those painted and everything's dry, we're going to then be able to go in with our black paint and kind of do a dry brush technique to it. And of course it looks like that first one is really dark, but really and truly it dries lighter. And then with that you will begin to see that there is some, once it dries, you'll see it looks like wood grain. I kid you not, it really looks like wood grain. And using the sponge, I think, the sponge paint brushes, I think actually makes a difference in the way that these look. So I'm going to go ahead and do all 4 of these pieces. And of course that's by dipping into the brown with a little bit of black and then just doing long strokes on here. Once we get those finished, then we're ready to put the frame around our print. Now I laid out the pieces once again, and once I got them exactly where I wanted them, I took a pencil and then just drew a light pencil line right there where it meets so that I know where to put it once I put the adhesive on there. And what I'm going to be using is the super glue brand Fix All that you can get from the Dollar Tree, and I'm sure other places as well. And I'll be putting that on the edges along with a little bit of hot glue to get that short-term, long-term hold that we like to get. But I also, you'll see a little bit later, you'll see I have the little clips on all 4 corners, and that's just to kind of give me a little added security as it dries. And it doesn't take very long, but I wanted to make sure that it stayed together as I put the print inside. Now once the frame is ready, I'm going to take some masking tape and I'm going to put it on the back side of the print with the sticky facing towards me. And guys, I apologize for this light. I didn't realize that it was going to do this with it on, and also I know I'm kind of in front of what I'm doing here, but I think you can kind of see I am bringing it in, getting it lined up from the back side, and then I'm going to take the masking tape and push that, kind of make sure that it's good and stuck. And then we'll lay it down and put 2 more pieces of masking tape there on the bottom just to hold it in place. And then once we get that on there, then I'm going to take some black duct tape. And I know that this seems like this is a bit maybe overkill or a little bit too much, being basically doing tape on the back, but I'm not planning on taking this off. But it will hold it on there very well, and if I do take it off, it's not going to ruin the front of the print. So I'm just going to do all 4 sides and get ready to hang it up. But first, of course, we're going to clean a little bit in my husband's office. So let me give you a little tour of what the office looked like before I got started. Now it's just kind of plain Jane. It has a desk in there and a recliner, a few other little pieces in there. And I'm just gonna warm it up a little bit and give it a little more of a comfortable feel to it, because right now it's kind of stark looking. So first things first, we are gonna go in and start cleaning. And it's just basically dusting, sweeping. And some of the products that I'm using I have gotten from the Dollar Tree. I have found a few things that are awesome. I use the glass cleaner and also the furniture polish in here today, and they do really well. I love these products. So we're just going to go ahead, get this cleaned up, and then start decorating. cleaned off here, I'm going to start bringing in some of the pieces, and some of them you'll recognize from past projects that I've done. And some of them, of course, are just some fun things. My husband is a big Alabama football fan, so my son gave him this, and so we wanted to bring that in. And this piece right here, guys, my brother is an artist, and he paints with watercolor and ink. And he did this as a custom piece for me to give my husband. I gave it to him last Christmas. And guys, I'm going to leave his Instagram link down below. Go check him out, guys. He does all kinds of animals. He's kind of ventured into some scapes and also people. Now this piece right here is made by a friend of mine who owns Distinct Woodworks, and it is a cutting board. Now I haven't had it treated yet and oiled for that, but I haven't quite decided exactly what I want to do, but they make some awesome pieces. I will link it down below as well. And all of the other pieces, they are just things that I have on hand, and I just wanted to bring some cozy into this office space and hang a few things on the wall, some things that I have made. This canvas print here, I made it out of some canvas and just painting. Now I'm going to be putting a little bit of overkill on hanging this print, but I'm using the Velcro command strips, and one of these holds 16 pounds and I'm using 3 and this is by no means that heavy, but I wanted to make sure that it stayed up there. So I'm just doing one in each top corner and then one in the middle on the bottom, and then I'm going to put it over the recliner here, marking the center of the wall and making sure that it is level, peeling it all off the backing off of it and sticking it up there. And I just love the way that this looks, and of course the meaning behind it. So make sure that you go check out Mapiful.com. You will be again pleasantly surprised at something that can definitely mean so much. So guys, here is the finished product. Like I said, just a little quick spruce up, adding a few touches here and there to bring it, I guess you could say, to life, more cozy, and a place for him. So I hope that you enjoyed this. If this is the first time to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. And I would love it if you considered sticking around and becoming a part of the Fixer family. We would love to have you. And the way you do that is by hitting that subscribe button and the little notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload new videos. I try to upload videos every Friday, and I'll throw in bonus videos every once in a while, so there'll be a little extra here and there. And I have some fun things coming for the fall season and also the Christmas season. So make sure you give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, and let me know that you like this. And always remember to keep looking up, because that's where it all is. I'll see you on the next video.